Welcome to Sipping Reality with Jill and
Megan.
I almost kept going and I laughed.
I did
I was going to.
a very stern one, and you...
Megan.
Yep. It's me.
It's me.
It's me. What are we talking about?
I have no idea.
We didn't even decide, and we usually do.
Not always.
No.
No, it's just one of those days.
I'm just looking at you right in your eyes.
We're just staring at each other right now.
Looking at you.
No, I can't stop. No, I feel like if I break it, it's like I'm doing something wrong. But
or that I lose.
But it's getting really weird.
Do
at
I
the
lose
same
if
time.
I break the eye contact?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh no, it's a contest.
Oh, you closed your eyes.
I closed my eyes.
You did.
I
She
closed
broke
my
it.
eyes.
She did
Megan won.
Yay!
Winner.
I'm the winner.
Oh wow.
Oh, goodness gracious. It's really beautiful out today.
It is, and it's gonna rain all weekend again. It's been like every
I'm
week for
sorry.
2 months. It's been like this.
More than that.
Yeah, it's a lot of rain.
Every weekend.
Yeah, we've had a lot of rain here. The rivers and the ponds and everything are very full, overflowing.
I've just wanted to go to a river.
I want to go to the beach. I want to go to the ocean is what I want. I want to be at the ocean.
I want to do that too.
I'm going to go live on the ocean.
We are.
That's going to happen sooner than later.
No, we are going to do that. I just dropped a hair on your rug and I watched you watch me do it.
Yep. I do that.
Yeah, she did. She's going for it.
I'm going to try and find it.
Did you find it?
No. I can't see it from here.
She's very clean.
I
am clean, but it's stuck on me still.
Oh, it's still on you.
There you go.
See, I can put it in my bowl right there to put in the trash.
Yep, she makes sure she gets every crumb and hair and...
I have an older house, so it hides dirt really well. But when I had an apartment that was all redone and it was all gray, white, and black, I guess, but it was mostly gray and white, right? You could see everything. On the floor, you could see every little crumb. So I used to just go around picking up crumbs. I'd sweep all day long.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
I don't wear shoes inside the house, and I can't stand feeling dirt on my feet. I need clean floors.
I've never been able to do that, and I've always wanted to.
I love clean floors.
I love clean floors, too.
My mind is absolutely blank right now, which is why we don't have a topic today. Because I can't think.
I don't know. I was super anxious this morning.
Megan was more anxious than I've ever seen her in 8 years of knowing her. I've never seen her like that.
I don't know.
I don't even know exactly what's so anxiety provoking, particularly this morning.
I'm not sure. I think it's just everything that's on my mind, and like I have a lot of things that are changing in my mind and my heart, and so there's just so much to work through and think about, and maybe it's just accumulating. I don't know, but I don't feel like depressed or anything. I'm quite happy.
That's good.
Yeah
I think there's a lot of things always to be anxious about, but what's really strange is when I get that anxious, there doesn't even seem to be thoughts
attached
involved
to it. No,
it just becomes this physical manifestation that just takes over, and I think it's just a root of like deeper things that are in there that maybe I'm not even connecting with.
Yeah, which, I don't know. We always go deeper and want to know and analyze everything, so it's hard for me to have something manifesting that doesn't have thoughts attached to it, because I'm like, what? Well, obviously this is coming from something, because there's never not a physical manifestation of something that isn't caused by something else.
I can always look back and see why I was anxious. I know why now I have the anxiety I do the last 2 months. But I used to have this anxiety. I remember being on the phone with you. I think this was when I first started feeling sick. This was before I was pregnant with my last child. Mm-hmm. And we would talk, and I'd say that I felt dizzy, I felt lightheaded, I had all these symptoms, and it was the beginning of my fibromyalgia. Okay. and I would have this anxiety that was just there.
I remember you saying that.
And I don't think the anxiety was necessarily caused by the fibro. Sometimes it does cause anxiety, though. But there's a reason why you get fibromyalgia. It's living in this constant state of fight or flight that can cause it.
Yeah, my nervous system is pretty shot.
Yes, being the cortisol, the constant release of cortisol, right?
For years.
So being in that fight or flight, I was not even aware at the time of my reality. I partially thought that my reality was normal and okay, and that there was something wrong with me.
Right. Yep.
Not that I don't have issues. I do have some issues, but my reality was not solely caused by me.
Right.
There were things externally that were happening that I was not fully conscious of.
Yes.
That did cause a lot of anxiety. And looking back, I can say, well, I absolutely see why I was so anxious in that season.
I mean, I can definitely see why I'm anxious today with everything that is going on in my life. So it's not coming from nowhere, even though there aren't any feelings attached to the anxiety.
Yeah.
I definitely know the source.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, do people really just have an anxiety disorder, or do they have factors in their life that cause them to have anxiety and they're disassociating from that in some way to survive it?
100%.
And it comes out as having this anxiety disorder where their body produces all this anxiety and yet there's no thought attached to it. So when you go to the doctor and you say I have all this anxiety, I don't know why, I'm just having anxiety, as if it's coming out of nowhere. So then it must be a chemical imbalance and now you need meds. But the problem is that if that's the case, and I'm not a doctor or a psychiatrist, I'm not saying that is the case for anyone. I'm saying if that is the case, then is that medication helpful, or does it take away our ability to make change in our life and to was that anxiety there for a purpose?
To nudge you.
Just like our nose gets runny when we have a cold because our body's detoxing and trying to get something out. And if we take medicine to make our nose stop running, now we're not detoxifying that thing that our body needs to detoxify.
Is it kind of like a smoke detector?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good example.
Right? Like a smoke detector will detect sometimes even carbon monoxide, something you can't even see or smell.
Yep.
And it goes off because it detects it. You can't see or smell it.
So you just shut that.
You just shut it off.
Shut it off because it's
like,
annoying.
I don't see or smell anything.
So I want to shut it off. That's a great example.
Right.
And then you keep on moving, but now you're in an environment that's...
Now you're passed out on the floor because of carbon monoxide.
Well, that's an extreme example. But now you're living in an environment that's constantly poisoning you.
Yes.
And making it hard for you to thrive and
you're just getting more and more sick.
Yes.
And poisoned.
But you're unaware of it.
Yes.
Yes. So is it possible?
That's a great example.
That was fabulous.
Where does that come from?
Wow.
That was inspired.
That was inspired. I think it was. It was a great example.
Right.
I always use the colds, like having a cold example, because we tend to get colds in the fall and the spring and the change of seasons, and even allergies. It's because our body's trying to get the pollen out of our bodies, because our body is breathing in and taking in all of this pollen, and our body doesn't process the pollen, so it's trying to expel it from the body, which is why we're sneezing and our eyes are running and itchy, because it's coming out. It's pressing out. We're coughing a lot in the fall and spring because all that stuff is trying to come up and out of our body. And when we suppress that, we actually keep it all in our body and hold it in there.
Yeah, you take medicine to suppress your body from expelling all that stuff that it's literally doing the right thing, trying to get it all out. And same with, here we go into like germ theory with all of this too, but
fallen angels to germ theory,
right? Do we really have viruses? Yes, we have bacteria that grows. I'm not saying that isn't a thing, but viruses, when we get sick,
what is that?
What is it? Because is it something that we catch, or is it something that our body has been exposed to that it is now trying to expel? Because every single symptom that we get is our body trying to get something out. Eyes watering, crying, earwax, nose, coughing, sneezing, sweating, bleeding. It's all coming out. Pimples. Something is being pushed. A toxin, something that is not supposed to be in there is being pushed out through your skin. Every single thing for women, well, men too. Discharge. Right? Every single symptom of being sick is your body trying to expel something out of your body.
Yes.
So is it a virus, or is it something the body has been exposed to and now it is trying to expel? And once it expels it, it will be better.
Yeah.
It can manage the system again.
Well, what's interesting is even getting warts, cold sores, whether it's on your mouth or it's genital sores or whatever, warts are like this hardening. It's like your body hardens around this thing and then tries to push it out.
Tries to isolate it. Yeah.
And push it out.
Yep.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
So can we make that go away? Yeah, there's so much to think about there and consider. And I don't have any problem with any idea that anyone else has or thought on it.
Nope.
I just think that it's important that we have thought on it and we don't just take a narrative from anybody else and we have our own thinking on things.
Well, to be fair, the germ theory is a theory.
Well, yes, it still continues to be one today. It has never been claimed to
the
be
first
anything
time
but a theory.
that actually like slapped me in the face and I like really heard about it was going to Tony Robbins. He literally said that on stage.
Yeah, which is really interesting because he's so like mainstream.
Yeah. And he is like, you're not sick, you're not getting a virus, your body is exposed to something it's trying to get rid of, and then you take something to suppress your body from doing that.
Yep.
And I'm like, holy shit.
Yep. Well, it's even like there's a time and a place to reduce a fever because a fever can kill you. Dehydration from constant vomiting can kill you. At some point, taking a medication that helps you to stop vomiting can save your life. Taking a medication that can reduce your fever can save your life. But until you're at the point
Diarrhea
where
too.
it's, yes, all of those things, yes, can cause death. But if you don't have symptoms bad enough that it's getting close to causing death, those symptoms are actually what's helping and healing your body. And it might be good to go through
in those
them.
extreme scenarios, that is still your body trying to expel something, and things can be taken to manage how much you're expelling at once. Like,
so that it doesn't completely shut off the healing process.
Yeah.
Yes, there's other ways to do that.
Yeah, so
prior to just taking meds which shut it all down.
Right.
And yes, that is true. That's a great point.
Sometimes I have them.
You've had plenty today. You're doing great.
I don't know, they're just...
I need a drum roll. I never have anything to do a drum roll with when I'm like, drum roll.
They're just
Bada bing.
pop it out today.
Something? Pop it out.
Yeah.
Just popping them out.
Just popping them out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Thanks. I am interesting.
We just like to keep it interesting over here.
Yeah. I mean, we can't help it.
It's a gorgeous day, and I think we're going to get to it.
Yeah.
I hope that you all are having a gorgeous day wherever you live, and that you're able to enjoy it also.
Yeah, I need to go put my face in the sun and close my eyes.
I got to do that yesterday. It was fabulous.
Yeah, that'll feel good. Ooh, and the breeze.
Yep.
It's like warm, but like a cool, delightful breeze.
Yes, it's like perfection outside right now.
Yep.
It's really wonderful. And look at all the pollen in the air.
Beautiful.
See, all that stuff my body's going to want to expel right out of there.
Sneeze. Well, we love you all. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll talk to you soon.